how you doing, everybody? This is Psychology with WOOBENS. Today we're going to talk about some trading, psychology. Get this done. Let me adjust myself real quick. Um, Psychology is the hardest part of trading, for the most part. It's one of the hardest things to get done and accomplish as a trader because there's so many different reasons why, as a trader. Alright, Justice, I do apologize. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me a second. Let me fix myself here. Oh, yeah, I can't see. Which is so crazy because I would have thought the way this is set up, I would have gotten out a lot better. But, I got it. All under control. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get the channel to 1,000+ people. Trying to give 1,000+ people some free signals. Help y'all eat a little bit. You dig? Crypto content. Trading cryptocurrencies. My biggest help, I believe, to y'all will be, trading cryptocurrencies. I'm not always gonna be right. My signals aren't always gonna win, but I'm gonna try to win more than I lose. Or even if the signals do hit, a lot of time you might even, the analysis might be right, but the risk management could be off. Risk management is one of the hardest things to accomplish in trading because when it comes to risk management, when you know that the trade's going to be right, you typically want to, maximize your profit. But I've learned something else that helps with that. You want to start with your original trading plan. You want to get a trading plan in effect. You want to trade according to your plan, the rules to your plan, and the risk that you're willing to take with X amount of dollars. I have a very high leverage, depending on which broker I'm using, anywhere from 400. Well, it could be anywhere from 1 to 50 or 1 to 1,000, basically. So, I've traded on all levels. I advise most people, once you start trading, to get in the habit of doing at least a maximum of like 100 or 200 to 1 when it comes to your leverage, because you will lose or you will blow that account rapidly. Accounts blow up really fast if you don't have the right risk management. A point one can blow $100 quick in one trade, like 20-30 minutes, just because of consolidation. Patience is another thing why a lot of really good traders emphasize that when you are trading, that you want to, what was that? When you are trading, you want to gain the discipline that is required to wait for the trade, to execute the trade. Sometimes you might see the setup, but it hasn't played out yet. The move hasn't, our price hasn't retested or went through a form of a retest on support or resistance. And from there, you can typically just, gain the habit before, or learn from my mistakes, I should say. A lot of the advice, our trading advice, our psychology on trading that I'm giving is through experience. I've blown a lot of accounts. I've built a lot of accounts from, 3 digits and turning them into 5 digits, or 2-digit numbers, turning them into 5-digit numbers. That was fun, but I blew it in the sense of, because like, you get excited, you're like, yo, $30, you turn into $400 or $500, or you turn into $1,500, or you turn into like, $12,000. It impresses yourself. You get psyched. You're like, oh snap, I got it. But then you can win like 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, and then that 8th trade, because you upped your lot size or you increased your risk, that risk that you, and pips, you probably didn't lose that much at all. You probably lost like maybe 5, 6 pips, 7 pips, but those 7 pips that you risked, covered your whole account, and you got margin called or whatever the case is, and then lost. Because people who lose a lot in forex has a tendency to want to quit fast, or they end up quitting fast, or they give up, call forex a scam, XYZ in the third, or they say any of those type of things that make forex look really bad. And I believe it's just no one really talks about the psychology of trading. Everyone talks about the money, the money, the money. What's really more important before the money even comes in is that you have the mind for the market. The market doesn't care about your feelings. Like, people are so emotional when it comes to these, like, how do you call it, these I don't know how I would say it, these market fluctuation, how the market goes up and down like that. Those institutional traders do not care about us retail traders. Do understand this: if you're not an institutional trader or a very high level trader, what I mean by that, you have over 6 figures plus, trading accounts, 7 figure trading accounts. There's traders like that, can drop $100 lots, you know what I mean? Because the way the account is set up, I don't believe I can drop anything more than $10 lots on either or most of the brokers that I use. Some brokers won't even let you go past 4 or 5 lots. And to some people, that's crazy because, they would like to trade 10 lots, 20 lots. And it's not even, not on here even start screaming out lot sizes. The biggest lot size I've ever traded live was 8 lots. And that I did good. I won my first 3 trades, and then I took that out. But I had ended up buying some altcoins and ended up paying some people back. But that was pretty cool. I only made 1,500, and that was one trade. That was the biggest lot, and then the biggest trade I've ever executed. The other trades were like 700, 800, and I was like, I don't need to be greedy. Let me take that out and just run with it. You got to give yourself that type of discipline. Like, yeah, I want to trade today. That's cool. Sometimes people want to trade and then they want to hurry up and win again. No, don't do that. Just wait for that nice setup. Do what you did the first time. It worked. Don't change what works. Like, trading, you're gonna come with a trading plan and it works. Just because you got it wrong a few times doesn't mean that it doesn't work. You got to realize what about your trading plan that you had created that made you or caused you to, have that urge. Was it more an emotional trade, or was it a trade based one or off the age 4? And then I'll look for entries on the M1, M5, M15. But these are the time frames that I like to look for entries. Those are very aggressive entries. I would advise, if I have over 2 years of trading. Some of y'all coming on, y'all probably have like 30 days, not even 30 days, a few hours, or y'all just getting into it. Someone told y'all about it. Some of y'all have probably 2+ years of experience, or 1+ year of experience, or less than a year. I don't know. But for all levels of trading, you would know, like, when it comes to trading, that you don't want to be emotional. You don't want to have your emotions, because that's going to ruin the plan. Because my trading plan, once I get in, I place profits, not every single time. If I'm walking away from the chart, stop profit, I'm okay with getting stopped out of a trade. The trades, like, I have variations, or few kinds of ways I could trade if I want to trade. If I want to scout today, jump on the chart and catch some quick pips, boom, 5-10 pips, I can do that. You know what I mean? I've proven that to myself. I've done that. If I want to swing trade, hold trades for 24-hour plus, I can do that. If I want intraday trade, hold trades for less than 15 hours, 10 hours, and still get a nice 30-40 pips, I can do that. Like, it's all depending on what I'm looking for, what time frame I'm basing my analysis on, things like that. Like, you really never know, like, what kind of trade you're in until the trade actually starts pushing, our price, I should say, price starts moving itself. Because the market itself is created based off emotion, created based off what people say. So what the media tells you, price already moves that way, or price is not typically headed in a way that the news or the media hypes it up, because they could be talking a certain way, and based off how they're talking, they don't know, it could be consolidation. You know, when they tell you that they don't know what's gonna happen with XYZ or this, that, and the third. Sorry, I had to slow down and merge over. Um, what was I saying? Oh, the psychology. So you got to get your trading plan intact. Once you have that trading plan intact and enforced, just stick to it. You're going to lose. It's part of it. You won't win every trade. And if you do believe that you can win every trade, I'd rather you believe you can win majority of your trade versus you winning all of your trade. Just from perspective. Because if you believe that you can win every single trade, shit, I don't know. You got to prove it to me, because I don't. I've not met a trader. I've met traders that have like 9 to 1s or 22 and 4. Like, really good win ratios. That I believe that's possible. You like all based on, I mean, if you're sticking to a rule and it works. But if you're not, if you're just trading, you can get lucky. Like, a lot of traders get lucky. There's a lot of people, that start off with $10, when a good 3 or 4 trades, and that $10 is a grand, or it's $500, or it's $100. Depending on how you compound. And that's another thing with, like, trading. Once you get really good at it, learn how to execute one trade at a time. When you start compounding trades and you learn how to do it effectively, you can have 3 open trade on one trade, or I should say one move, because the market moves in fractal movements. And that's what's that's why it's so important to wait on the close of a candle. If you enter on the right fractal movement, you're gonna enter either on the support or on the resistance. And if you do that, you're in the money. Like, your drawdowns won't be bad. You won't have drawdowns more than 10-15 pips easy. Like, you can be like, all right, I'm risking 10-15 pips with a stop loss of 20 pips. You give yourself room for the spread. I always try to give myself 5-6 pips for the spread, no matter what pair I'm trading, whether it's expensive or not. It's just, I like to be right when it comes to trading. And a lot of my tradings are a lot of signals that I do give. They're gonna take days to incorporate itself. It's gonna take days for the market to move how it should move. Like, market doesn't move as fast as I want it. I'm gonna try to give y'all all types of signals, whether it's me giving you a signal for the short term, long term, medium term, either or, our overall trend direction. And while y'all are and the most important thing about trading, also, hold yourself accountable for all your trades. Once you start blaming other people for your trade, you're gonna most likely probably end up being like, I don't want to trade anymore. And you're gonna be looking like, okay. And once you start looking back and start asking yourself a lot of questions, you're gonna realize it's because you depended on a lot of other people analysis or markups. Like, I'm not saying this in any crazy way or form. Like, why I do the vlogs that I do is to help traders that are, like, typically starting off, and they're willing to take the risk, because that's what I was trying to get at before. A risk. This is all a risk. You're risking the chance to win. You're risking the chance to lose. You're risking the chance to change your perception, your income. You're risking a lot. Just understand that. And with that even being said, like, we have those moments or those times where we don't realize when we are risking something that the negative side can happen. And in trading, this happens quite often when you're impulsive, when you're Over analyzing. This is another thing. This should be also incorporated in your trading plan. Sometimes people just over analyze the market, and I'm like, yo, you're doing too much. Pick a time frame. From that time frame, I typically tell people start learning how to analyze the H4. H4 is a nice average between long term and short term. H1, great for scalping. If you're a scalper, you want your money fast, boom, boom, boom. That lines up with your personality. You like to scalp. You want your money now. H1 is perfect. If you're more of a medium term, long term, H4 is nice. You wait on a nice close, you're gonna see that candle shoot up. Only because even when you're in a drawdown, those drawdowns end up becoming wicks, and then like wicks are forms of exhaustion. If you learn how to read wicks and you just trade off the wicks alone, there's people that I call them, they're zone traders. Like they only trade zones, they only trade higher highs and higher lows and lower highs and lower lows, things like that. And as you learn to trade with me over time, or as you learn to improve your trading, or whatever that my content does for you, it might help you expand on your trading. It might help you, understand something that was already taught to you but not explained in the same perspective. Because everyone who trades, I don't believe there's any two traders that actually trade alike. There's only two traders or more that have the same trading style. Like for example, my scalping technique. I usually use EMAs to scalp. And why I use EMAs? If you have the right numbers of EMA, you'll always get that point where price is becoming indecisive. And if you could figure out indecision levels, that's great. And then what happens once you learn how to read those indecision levels, what's pretty cool is you'll learn if it's a support indecision level or a resistant indecision level. And then what that EMA does is like, all right, boom, once it hits that support, it gives you that time frame to be like, all right, cool, boom, it's time to short or it's time to go long. But it comes with over practice and having that style. You have confluence traders. Confluence traders, they find the indecision levels of key levels, of monthly levels, of daily levels, of weekly levels, and then when price gets to those areas, that's when they execute their trade. You see where I'm coming? And then you have divergence. Divergence. You have your indicators, which is another thing like the EMA, because EMAs are indicators. Um, you have indicator traders. That's what I call those divergent traders. They use an indicator, to tell them like, all right, the price is still shooting up, but the momentum has slowed down. So divergent traders see something like that, they're like, oh, all right, cool. And now is really a good time to sell, and then the market, but it was shooting up while momentum was going down. You know what I mean? Or it can happen vice versa. Market's going down and divergence is going up. And then people are like, oh, once that bottoms out, boom, market shoots up, momentum shifts. Um, a lot of things like that. But that comes with over time, over reps, getting your chart time. Chart time is very essential. If you don't really have good chart time, then I don't believe overall you'll become a solid trader. Solid traders, I call them solid traders only because they don't need a job. They don't need, like, I still depend on my job to pay some of my bills, not all of my bills, which is really cool. The phone kind of pays itself, which I'm really happy about. I kind of brag about it a lot. Some people think that's arrogant of me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Only because, like, yo, we have smartphones, right? If All right, when I first started learning how to trade, I didn't have a laptop, so I started learning off my phone. I went to the class. Before I got to the class, I found a laptop. I bought a new hard drive for it. No, I bought a used hard drive from somebody. Boom, popped it in, and I got it popping. That was just me working within my means, because I used to work two jobs. Now I work one job and do forex, which I'm still technically doing two jobs. You could say I started off with three jobs and then ended up with two jobs, because that's what most people are trying to tell me that I did. I mean, I don't believe that it was a job, or if it was a job, I believe it more to be a business. Only because in the beginning I lost a lot. I lost a lot. When I mean I lost a lot, after the first 3 months of my beginning, I should say, I started losing a lot because in the beginning, that's what paid for most of my education. I was taking signals, just like I'm starting to provide signals, but was crazy. Yeah, I got free signals too. It was a trial signal, and then I started paying for signals, and the signals, gave me a return. But then I realized like I'm paying for someone else to do the work when I can do the work myself. Like I hope eventually in the long run, the more my videos anymore. Like I don't want y'all to be like, oh, I need to go watch wupips out. Like I want to be able to, put people on and put people like, oh, I want to become a so it's probably gonna seem boring, but I don't want to even say that it's gonna be boring because I've learned how like to create a personality that's out of this. Because at the end of the day, my psychology, I have a really good psychology based foundation. I'm a very happy person. I've taught myself, happiness is key to a lot. Once I've been able to master that was just in myself. I've been able to take myself to new heights, to new levels. Like it was very difficult. I also have children myself to, have to accommodate so many people in my family. A lot of people in my family don't understand what I'm doing. The support that I do have is very small. So a lot of the time, like I can say, well, in the long run, I'm gonna be able to say like I actually push myself through because a lot of things that I was typically or what people would say I'm really good at that I believe that I was just only decent at because I did it with people. I did it with people that was cool. It was things that they like. Like in the long run, I forex is a I call it an individual sport. I mean, I believe it's a sport because it emotionally drains you, and that's a physical thing. And for you to control yourself in the physical, you got to be able to control yourself in psychology. Even playing sports, they talk about this in sports, like really top level athletes, they go do things to improve their psychology or work on their psychology or work on their character or build their character or develop it in a different form that once they are on the field they can incorporate that with their skill sets or the talents that they have or their strengths that they have. And the same thing I also do believe applies with forex or trading or anything of that nature. Like you have to mentally prepare yourself, like tell yourself every day, know that you're gonna lose, but that's not the plan. You know what I mean? That's not the plan. You're looking for win setups. You're looking for that W. You're looking for that trading plan that's gonna make you like, all right, boom, I got this. Like this is what I want in the long run for every subscriber that I have that's willing to put in the work. Because if you're not willing to put in the work, you're not gonna see the results. I can guarantee you that. I'm gonna show y'all that over time. I keep doing the work. I've been doing the work for 2 years. I don't plan on stopping. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die trading. Um, my children, I don't know for them if they will be traders themselves. I'm going to teach them how to trade because I'd rather them learn how to trade than even have a job. That's just me being real. Because working sucks. Yeah, it does develop character. Yeah, it does develop this and that and the third. But sometimes the stresses of other people aren't healthy. Like why would I let them even indulge in that type of persona? If anything, there will be business owners, and as them being business owners, they will deal with other businesses, and that's still work. Like there's still work to be done, but it just won't be them working for someone else. They'll be working with someone, or they'll be working for themselves. Like that's the plan. And this is why I say psychology is very, very interesting because to be able to wake up one day and be like, yo, I don't want to trade today. I don't want to get no money. Like, you know how much money you got to be making to even feel that way? There's a lot of traders that are like that. You know what I mean? That's why they learn to teach or they learn to go do other hobbies plus, trading because you don't want trading to consume your whole life. Anyways, that's the whole point of wanting to learn how to trade. You want to trade so you can work like 20 hours a week. Imagine just working 20 hours a week and you're making 4 or 5 grand a week. Like that's doable. My mentor, he works probably, he says in a whole month he'll work 15 hours if you want to put labor hours to trading. But he doesn't say that's not how much he analyzed. He analyzed about 20 hours a week. But actually maintaining orders and maintaining trades, he probably trades 4 or 5 times a month, and that's a nice level. I'm not like I'm far from that. You know what I mean? I still trade. I probably trade 4 or 5 times a week. You know what I mean? Easy, and that's just easy. Sometimes I get to 10. Once I usually get to 10, typically now I've been cutting it off, which has been increasing my trading tremendously because it gives me more time to see clearly. Because that's another thing with the whole patience thing. Once you learn that discipline to be so patient and you see the market clearly, you won't be hurt or you won't be phased by certain things. You know what I mean? Um, and it's quite beautiful because over time I've gotten dramatically better. Like it's crazy. I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna keep on making these thumbnails because Snapchat is pretty neat. A lot of my thumbnails are Snapchat thumbnails. Some of y'all know the Bitmoji look, so some of y'all, because I wasn't trying to have it be clickbait, like I wanted y'all to click and it's forex content. I mean, it might not be the actual trade or the candles or the pair. I'm gonna start adding UJ pairs. You feel me? Um, because a lot of people just typically who do watch my videos were telling me like, yo, why don't you switch up the pairs? Why don't you do this and that and the third? And it's like I wanted to start off with just one because I videos because the videos sometimes you can stop, take notes. Because I even though I talk over basic stuff that you can look it up on the Google search engine, it's nothing, or it's not for nothing that you yourself could be like, well, okay, cool, that was pretty dope. Like, I took notes and um trading plans can be effective. Like 10, I use a 20 pip stop loss. I like to have 1-to-1 risk ratios. So what does that mean? I'm willing to pips, I put a stop profit. You feel me? And I'll take the loss on the trade at, because people still call it a loss because you didn't hit the take profit. It hit a stop loss. But if my stop profit hits 10 pips and profit, I'm happy. I walked away a winning trade. I walked away a winner. Like, cause sometimes the market, and even with spread, like the market will get to the price that you predicted because you were so over analyzing and you're being so precise. No, bro, no, I like to, like, if I'm aiming for example 100 pips, I'm okay if my target gets hit. I mean, get missed by 15 pips. If I miss 15 pips out of a 100 pip move, I'm okay with that. Even if I miss a little more, if I can bag in, all right, I aim, because if I'm aiming for 100 pips, I'm risking 25 pips. And that's a 4-to-1 trade, which is really phenomenal. I don't get those often. I usually get like 2-to-1s or 1-to-1s, 3-to-1s. I can get often depending if I'm trading a bat pattern. That's why I like to put those bat pattern completions on your entries. So, those are pretty neat to know. Um, what else did I want to get on this live? I'm probably gonna do more psychology level, but this is the first of its kind. I wanted to also be innovative on these videos because I gotta give y'all way more content because trading itself, it consumes a lot of time. It will consume a lot of your time if you're dedicated, if you want to make the best of it, if you want to grow as a trader in the long run. If you're doing this for the long run, you're in the right spot. I'm not gonna tell you it's the best spot or it's the worst spot, but you're in a good spot. I'm not trying to, cause like when it comes to this trading thing, I don't believe I'm the best trader. I don't believe that I'm the worst trader, but I don't believe I suck as a trader. I believe I do very well as a trader, and also dependent, and also looking at a lot of factors of people who have been trading as long as me or have been trading longer than me, I can produce better ROIs. Doesn't mean my ROI is the best. I mean, I don't remember what my FX books said because I have traded, but I haven't logged back in to see the new average change. So the last time I checked, it was like 75, 76, which isn't bad. I'm okay with that for trading for 2 years, because there's people that's been trading for 2 years, and on my FX book they're showing their rankings like way lower than that. So I'm happy with that. I'm cool with having that level of, or that percent of winning of my trades, because it's cool. I'm all right with that. I can deal with that. You know what I mean? Sometimes some people can't. Sometimes you want a better trading average, or better trading, ranking or rating. But you got to put in the work to get that. You're not just gonna be like, oh, I put in 100 hours of trading and I'm gonna get 100 hours of trading worth. No, your 100 hours and my 100 hours could be 3 4 days at a time, studying, understanding engulfings, understanding morning stars, understanding evening stars, and understanding hinaramis, understanding dojis, understanding exhaustion, understanding Fibonacci, understanding support and resistance, understanding supply and demand, understanding that there's higher highs and higher lows, understanding that there's lower highs and lower lows. Like, I spent hours and hours on every single topic, way more than 100 hours probably plus on each topic, that I've, been able to, actually, my brain picks up on a lot of these patterns sometimes before I even do it. And I'm like, hold up. I'll be like, oh, I just saw something back up. Oh, we got an inverted head and shoulder. We have, an ascending triangle, descending triangle. We have a pennant flag. We have a bullish flag. We have a bearish bat, bullish Gartley. Like, there's so many, but everything that I said and look confused. Probably some of y'all watch this and like, oh, hold on, what are you even talking about? But like, that's my point. You got to be able to have put in so many hours, so much hours and hours of chart time, hours of chart time, and hours of chart time. If you don't get your psychology straight, you're gonna fail. And I really do believe that, because I've seen and witnessed other traders fail because they had poor psychology, not poor skill set. I've seen people with really good skill sets give up. I'm like, you're raw, but they're like, oh, I always lose. But all right, what's your risk management? I'm like, poor. Why is it poor? Because they want to win fast. Forex is not about winning fast. You want to milk the market. You don't want to be milked. You want to milk the market. You don't want to be milked. Psychology 101. We're going to call it milking the market. Psychology with WOOBENS milking the market. The next video I'm going to talk about milking, You got to milk, finesse. We're going to talk about how we finesse the charts. I don't mean finesse like, no, I mean ran off with the pips twice. But it was a pleasure, you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna continue working on making more live videos. I've been dropping y'all more live videos. I hope you guys caught the Woo Pips on the go. That was the last one. That was just me talking about sweat coins, everything crypto. This was more psychology on there, but I want to make the channel fun for everybody, for all of us traders, and enjoy this time. And while we eat together, we just grow together. And I'm happy that everyone who likes, comment, and subscribe based off this video, thank you. I'm up pips. I'm catching pips. Every like is a pip. Every comment is a pip. Every subscription is a pip. Even every dislike is a pip. You dig? So even if you dislike the video, it's all good. Love. I love everyone. I fear no one. Respect everybody. You know what I mean? Catch me pipping on the go. Pipping on the road. But it was a pleasure. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, see you on the next video. The next video that I do drop, I will put in the sweat coin winner for the comment on the last video. You have to go and watch the last video if you haven't yet. And thank you. I really do appreciate the time that y'all spent. Um, it was wonderful. It was really wonderful. Like, I'm actually happy. Like, it's really crazy, because when I started thinking about these live videos, I wanted to do one on the video. Well, my first live video, I was expecting it to be me showing y'all me trading live, but that didn't get to happen in that form or in that fashion. So I didn't get to do that, which I was not necessarily upset about, because my laptop's pretty old and I need to get a new one. But I got my,
A little negative. Let's extend this for a little bit. Let's see if I got my card. I got my WOOBENS card. Cash out. You sign up through my link or anyone else's link. You get $5. It don't have to be my link, but look at that. WOOBENS. WOOBENS. I be catching pips. Ha! Bitcoin. Those BTC USD, the broker that I use, they pay in Bitcoin, so I can turn. You see that's a debit Visa, right? Debit Visa. Cool. You can turn your cryptocurrencies is you can get them to your Bitcoin account like Coinbase, GDAX. Go check out my GDAX video. I showed how to use those variation of platforms and other such platforms and how to execute, purchases, how to execute sales, how to send Bitcoins. I've made videos on that too. You can go check that. I'm pretty sure I have the little how-to section on that too. But yeah, I can literally, that's why I said in the next few weeks I'm gonna be going in hard because I got my card in now. I can actually like instead of having to wait like 10 days or 7 days or 5 days or 3 days, like I don't have to go through that no more. I just I'll make a video on it like when I get the profits come. I like to post things that happen in the moment because those to me are the most genuine content that I could provide you guys or everyone watching or anyone who really follows what I am saying and doing. I really would like y'all to understand, like, just like how you probably are starting, I'm in the same different spot because I got bills. My life ain't cheap. I'm not saying I live the most expensive life, but I'm not hurting like others. There's people hurting more than me, but I'm not hurting how other people complain. So it's really crazy. Like I'm really grateful for what I got. And as I come up, I hope y'all come up with me because I'm gonna do these markups. Hope y'all, if y'all take the risk with me, understand that I do my best and I can lose. But I'm trying to give y'all winning trades and continue to give y'all winning trade, more winning trades than losing trade. There's gonna be times that where I give y'all a trade that I lose, but I didn't expect to lose on that trade. The market did what the market does. I'm not a market maker. I'm not a market creator. I'm not a market influencer. Like I don't control the market. If if all my rules apply, I see a triple bottom, I see an engulfing, I see a close on the 1 hour, and I enter for 20 pips, and it only moves 5-6 pips up, and then it drops because resistance was really right there, and it didn't break through that resistance to create a floor because I wasn't really seeing that structure was creating a support. I saw it as it hitting resistance and shooting down, and that I was either in the short and it went long. PST, shout out WSA, shout out TPS, and 20 pips a week. No, 20 pips a day, 100 pips a week, 400 pips a month. That's a really good start. That's what, the banks like to do. If you want to trade effectively, learn how to trade like the bank. I'm not a bank trader type person, but I can make more money than the bank is willing to give you to play with. I'm just saying, just watch me. This is all entertainment. I'm gonna lose and I'm gonna win, but I'm aiming to win more than I lose. I'll be catching pips, not feelings, and I hope you don't catch no feelings. You know what I mean? Because I don't be catching feelings like that. Don't get me wrong. I do get upset, angry, but I go through the due process because I have a plan. I have trading plans. I have trading goals that I follow by. I got rules that I go by when it comes to this forex thing, and I make it happen. And I'm gonna keep on making it happen. Look out for Ripple videos. That should be the next video coming up after this video. And I'm gonna just keep on keeping it moving. I might start pumping out videos very heavy, then slow down. It's just to regulate, compensate for the time that was off. That's what I was thinking about with all of these pairs. I'm gonna just start getting into them, start diving into them, start doing markup. Why I even adding more pairs is I can start a fresh markup, and then for all you newer followers and subscribers and likers, commenters, and etc., y'all can see. Oh, okay. Well, this is how he started off. This boom. This is how he took a clear pair and he just marked it up here. Boom. And I'm using price action. I don't, what I mean? I have other ways of trading, but price action to me is the easiest I can explain because it's really simple stuff. trend line, candle, Japanese stick patterns, and stuff of that nature. So, like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next video. It's gonna be on Ripple, coming out soon. Check out my Twitters, check out my tweets, check out my Facebook posts, my IG, my Snapchat, all of that. Let's get it popping, you dig? See you on the next vid.